Welcome back. You're watching Global Lens on News9 Live with me, Neha Khanna. In a major breakthrough in counter-terrorism efforts by India, 3 suspected ISIS terrorists, including one who is on the National Investigation Agency's most wanted list, have been arrested by the Delhi Police Special Cell today. The operation represents a significant achievement in the ongoing fight against terror. The Delhi police have arrested Shahnawaz, an engineer who had been evading authorities since his involvement in the ISIS Pune module came to light. He was arrested from a hideout in the national capital. It is believed that he had relocated to Pune but returned to Delhi to avoid capture after 2 of his associates were arrested during a raid in Pune earlier this year. The National Investigation Agency played a pivotal role in tracking down Shahnawaz, as he was one of the 4 individuals for whom the agency had recently announced a cash reward of 3 lakh rupees. This is part of their ongoing efforts to dismantle terror networks across several states. The 3 men arrested are Shahnawaz, Abdullah and Rizwan. They had allegedly been radicalized through the Telegram app and were connected to an ISIS module in Pune. Their aim, the agency says, was to engineer violence and terror within the country. It has also been revealed that Abdullah operated a diaper store in Pune that was used actually for assembling explosive devices. Rizwan Ali hails from Delhi. He and his younger brother, in fact, had been arrested earlier in 2018 for alleged ISIS links, but at the time, security agencies couldn't find sufficient evidence against them. Rizwan went through a de-radicalization program and later relocated to Pune. All right, let's now turn our attention to some other parts of the world, including Mexico and Spain, where there have been major fire tragedies. Let's begin with Mexico. In a major tragedy in northern Mexico, the roof of a church in Ciudad Madero, a city on the Gulf Coast, collapsed during the Sunday Mass, leaving 9 people dead and 40 others injured. Another 30 are believed to be still trapped under the rubble. The horrifying moment was captured on camera. The images show the roof of the church caving in, following by the toppling of its yellow brick outer walls. Rescuers have been working tirelessly under floodlights, aided by military personnel, rescue dogs and earth-moving equipment in a desperate bid to find survivors among the rubble. Local businesses have joined forces with emergency services, providing essential equipment and support to aid in the rescue efforts. The Security Ministry has expressed gratitude for the assistance of the local businessmen in their efforts to remove rubble and assist in the search and rescue operations. Religious leaders have called for solidarity in the wake of the tragedy. The search and rescue efforts continue as authorities struggle to rescue people trapped under the debris. From a church in Mexico to a nightclub in Spain. There was a major fire tragedy in Spain as well. A nightclub in the southeastern Spanish city of Murcia caught fire, leaving at least 13 people dead and several others injured. The fire broke out early Sunday morning, engulfing the popular Theatre nightclub. Authorities are trying to determine the cause of the devastating fire that tore through the nightclub in Murcia around 6 a.m. on Sunday. The blaze quickly engulfed the entire venue. Dramatic footage shared by Murcia's fire service shows firefighters battling the fierce flames inside the nightclub. Emergency services and the police were swiftly deployed to secure the interiors of the club, preventing a potential structural collapse. Officials have warned, though, that the death toll could potentially rise. The exact cause of the fire remains a mystery at this point in time. Authorities have launched a probe to determine the origin of the inferno. All possibilities, including arson, are currently being examined. The City Council of Murcia has declared 3 days of mourning in honor of the victims. The nightclub fire in Murcia has raised concerns about safety measures at similar establishments elsewhere. We're wrapping up Global Lens tonight with a story from the Brazilian Amazon, and this is not good news either. In a rather disturbing series of events, In the heart of the Brazilian Amazon, more than 100 dolphins have been found lifeless in Lake Tefé in just the last 1 week. This coincides with an unprecedented drought and record high water temperatures, raising concerns among scientists about the devastating impact of climate change on this ecologically vital region. The Brazilian Amazon, home to the world's largest tropical rainforest, is facing an environmental crisis. The Mohammed Institute, a research institute supported by the Brazilian Ministry of Science, reported this alarming discovery. Such a high number of dolphin deaths is quite unusual, raising questions about the health of the region's ecosystem. The Brazilian Institute attributed the dolphin deaths to the extreme drought and exceptionally high water temperatures, with some areas exceeding 102 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 39 degrees Celsius. These conditions have led to depleted water levels in the Amazon, affecting not only its unique wildlife, but also the lives of 100,000 people living in the region. Climate scientists are increasingly alarmed by the consequences of human activities and severe droughts in the Amazon. The region, which covers over 5.5 million square kilometers, roughly the size of Australia, plays a very crucial role in the global climate system and biodiversity. The Brazilian government says it's taking action to address the crisis. A task force is being set up to assist those who rely on the river for transportation of food and other essentials. Boats can still navigate sections with severely depleted water levels, but the situation remains quite dire. Efforts are underway to relocate the surviving dolphins from lagoons and ponds to the main river, where the water is cooler. However, concerns have been raised about the safety of this operation. Environmentalists like Andre Colo, a researcher at the Mohammed Institute, warned that transferring river dolphins to other rivers must be done cautiously, as toxins or viruses could pose a serious threat to their survival. This environmental crisis in the Amazon underscores the urgency of addressing climate change and its far-reaching consequences. While scientists investigate the cause of the mass dolphin deaths, people around the globe are hoping for a solution that can preserve this critical ecosystem. This, of course, comes as yet another grim reminder of the fragility of our planet's ecosystem. Well, that's all the time we have on this edition of Global Lens on News9 Live. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow at the same time. Goodbye for now.
China won't let us